Hey, thank you for tuning in the Inquisitive Minds podcast. I'm your host, as usual, Johnny Smith. With me today, my guest is a young stand-up comic who has been doing quite a bit. I like his innovative spirit and his proprietary movements. He's recently
big words
secured a venue for not just stand-up, but also recording sessions, studio time, things of that nature, performance. He is running a class, doing some teaching right now for stand-ups, as well as, I'm sure, a few other things. Welcome to the program, Izzy for real.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hold your applause. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing good, man. Better than I deserve to be, is the honest answer.
That's a dope answer. You didn't announce Scoot, though. And
so I didn't realize our program was going to be with someone who's a little sped today. So welcome to the program, Scoot, as well, I'm guessing.
Thank you.
That's a finger monkey.
Thank you. It's just a monkey. Why do we have to be racist?
All right, let's go blue for a minute. Finger monkey, usually you're trying to finger the monkey. Boom. Shout out to Joey Diaz. So, Izzy, how long you been doing stand-up? Let's jump right into this.
Without COVID, 5.
No.
With COVID?
Everything.
Yeah, with COVID, then 5 years. You know what I mean? 5.
So with and without COVID, it's 5 years.
No, without COVID, it'd be 4. You know what I'm saying? With COVID, it'd be 5.
So the thing about you that I've noticed is you're extremely charismatic, especially when you get on stage. Did you do any type of performance art before you started stand-up?
I just jump right in. You know, when you're a weirdo, it just kind of like fits, you know. Who else comes to a podcast with a finger monkey? Sorry, that's the monkey. I'm sorry, Scoot.
Well, you were a chubby kid?
Fat boy.
Now, did you lose weight because you went to the service, or did you lose weight beforehand?
Oh, service, definitely service.
Service? Joined when you were, what, 18, 17?
Well, yeah, 18. Well, just turned 18.
Okay.
Because my birthday's in August.
Okay. And that's what took the weight off, and you just kept it off? Not to, like, focus on that, but I see you post pictures of your childhood. Yeah. And you're like, look at this little fat weirdo. And I'm like, oh, man, Izzy looks so different fat.
Yeah. I just kept it off. You know, cocaine's a hell of a drug. I'm just kidding. Nah. Just drinking and eating right and then cutting certain foods out of my diet.
You can't say cocaine is a hell of a drug and expect people to not believe you, because I've seen you hang out with Sam quite a bit.
Oh. Boom. I'm telling on you, Johnny. I'm just letting you know. Sam. I have nothing to do with that statement.
If that's the worst thing I say on this episode today, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, but it's not. We're gonna get real.
Oh no, it's not. So how long did you spend in the service?
It was like a year, but it was like more of like 2.5 months of actual training, and then I got kicked out. Well, not dishonorably discharged. I got a general discharge, which means like failure to conform.
But it's not looked at as negatively.
Yeah, it's just like you didn't make it, pussy. You know. But
okay, what did you get kicked out for actually?
Johnny, you know why I got kicked out.
No, I don't know why you got kicked out.
You know why I got kicked out.
Was it?
You maybe tell the people why I got kicked out?
I do.
It's for fucking candy. I got kicked out for selling candy, not drug candy, actual candy. It was it was around the time where like basic. So what's it called? You can't have certain items like phones and certain reading materials, candy and tobacco and shit like that. That's all considered contraband. You know what I mean? So because of that, I didn't know that sugar was that addictive to people. Sugar is a very addictive thing. Sugar, if you take sugar away from the average adult, he might start scratching his neck.
Yeah, they go crazy. Sugar's highly addictive.
Highly. You know, there was like a test done like between cocaine, like with a rat or whatever. It was like between cocaine and like an Oreo, and it chose the Oreo.
Fat rats, man. We got to do something about this.
Yeah, and it was giving it cocaine beforehand, though. You know what I mean?
So he knew what the cocaine. What
he knew what the coke was, and he was just like, you know what? Fuck that. Sugar's gonna give me a better rush, baby.
All right.
But yeah, so I turned into like Al Capone of candy.
The Al Capone of candy?
Yeah, Al Capone, you know.
What kind of candy were you selling?
Skittles, Twix, things and such. Actual.
So, because when you said you were selling candy, I always think of like individual pieces, like a wrapped up Jolly Rancher or a sucker or some shit like that.
That would have been even doper. That's if I'd have stayed in long enough, I'd have probably rose prices like that, created a demand.
I remember in middle school there was a kid who got in trouble for selling. You remember those suckers that were shaped like a watermelon wedge and had like crazy flavors? He was selling those, and they got him.
Yeah.
So
God
he's
damn.
off the streets, folks.
Those narcs. No, yeah, man, candy. I made a lot of money off of candy. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then when I finally got caught selling candy, like I had to call my mom, because like when you get kicked out of the United States military, you gotta either call your spouse, significant other, or your parent, or legal guardian. And I wasn't married at the time because I was fucking 18. So I had to call my mom, tell my mom that I was in possession of contraband. And you know how that
is that supposed to be like a shame thing?
Nick,
like they do it to shame you?
I guess so. You know what I mean? Like it's like you know what, you failed, pussy. Go tell everybody you fucking failed. But it turned out for the best.
How old are you, Izzy?
Huh? I'm only 25.
So being 6.5, 6 years removed from that, how do you feel about it now, reflecting back?
I liked it, but I wouldn't go back. Like I liked the military because it appeased my ADHD. It gave me like something to do in the structure. But like now that I gave myself that, I wouldn't go back. If I wasn't doing anything, I probably, because it was a general discharge. So after I think it was like 6 months to a year, I was able to reapply and go back. Fill some waivers out, try again. But then by that time, I grew dreadlocks, smoked some weed, and started comedy. So
Ricky Williams, I get it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that.
Gave up a pro football career. I dig it. I stand by it. So you started around 20. Where was your first mic or first venture into stand up?
It was the Pittsburgh Improv.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen Eric doing it, Nesby.
Eric Nesby, shout out to Eric.
Yeah, he's my like actual blood cousin. Him and Sean Parker. And they were like he was on set and he posted it on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck did you do that? Because I wanted to do that too. And he was like, oh yeah, just hit up T-Robe and send this email to this email address and that blah 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 whoop whoop. And then I did it. I went up there. It was like okay for like the first minute and a half, and then after that I ate shit the rest of the time. And it was fun. These like black church ladies threw me off my game, because like at first I was funny, and they were like, oh yeah, go ahead. But you ever heard like a black lady encourage you, go ahead baby, go ahead, you do that? And then I cursed like right afterwards, and they was like, ooh baby, and like ooh, like and then when they did that, it just like threw me the fuck off. Like, I'm like, uh-oh, I can't say bitches. And then people laughed again, and I was like, that wasn't the joke. And then after that, from that point, it was like, like me.
Now I knew you were cousins with Sean. I did not know you were cousins with Eric.
Eric is my cousin from my dad's side, and Sean is my cousin from my mom's side.
Okay, that's awesome. Shout out to both of them, Eric Nesby and Sean the Real Parker.
Look, see now we it's like a little line of comedians. You know what I mean? Like I'm like the bridge. I'm like the love child, because Eric's on one side and Sean's on the other side. I'm in the middle.
Oh, so you're like the combination?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Both sides of the family? All my cousins suck.
Yeah, so do mine.
None of them listen. None of them support me. None of them listen to any of this. So go fuck yourselves, all of you.
All of them.
All of them.
Every last one of you.
Whatever. If you're
Just
related
make
to
sure
me, go fuck yourself.
Go get you a finger monkey and stick it up your ass.
Or you can go out and try and finger a monkey. Things could be better.
I mean, if you try to finger that monkey, don't expect to not rip your face off. I seen on Oprah that the monkey ripped off her face for much less.
This is something interesting to get in. I think monkeys are being used differently in my language and yours at the moment, because I'm talking about a vagina.
I was talking about an actual monkey.
I see that.
I didn't.
I would not try and finger an actual monkey.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's interesting because, like, when monkeys attack, I guess, especially chimps, like they go for vulnerable parts. Like they go for your genitals and like your hands and shit. And, like just try and fuck you up.
Yeah, they're pretty vicious.
Like monkeys will rip off your dick.
Yeah, no. Go ahead and try to fuck that monkey if you want to.
You know how you don't get your dick ripped off by a monkey?
Huh.
You have to know the art of seduction.
Yeah, just give it a banana. Like, yeah, you like that banana.
Well, when they see me, they see an albino gorilla. And I'm like, they're like, oh, we're not gonna mess with him.
I mean, but there's a chance that the monkey's gonna try to fuck you.
No. They're just letting me sit, eating my greens, I guess. I don't know. Monkeys are cannibals too.
Yeah.
They hunt and kill other primates.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen a video of monkeys eating other monkeys because
I hate to sound bloodthirsty, but I thought that video was really cool.
You seen it?
Yes.
When it ate the baby monkey?
Yes. And like ripping it apart and eating it while it was alive even.
Oh man, that sucked.
Yeah. Like nature is wild.
I was like, damn, I didn't know monkeys go this hard. I thought monkeys were so adorable. And
they hunt in groups.
Yeah, and then they was, like a pack. They was fighting. They was getting in. That baby monkey didn't have a chance.
No.
And I usually root for the predators. Like, that's part of one of my jokes.
I don't think it was a baby monkey, actually. I think it was just a smaller breed of monkey.
Yeah, either way, it was a very cute monkey that they ate.
Yeah.
I had to, look away for a second.
Not to focus too much on monkeys, but, I've always wanted one of those little...
small one just sit on your shoulder?
Yeah, like an organ grinder monkey. I'm sorry, I can't... The monkey people out there, I don't know the name of the monkey. But I always wanted one of those.
Me too. I actually... Because I have scoliosis once.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I said once. I had scoliosis. I tried to apply for a helper monkey. But, you have to be a certain age to do that. And you have to be a certain amount of fucked up. I tried to lie, but, then they have to confirm things.
I didn't know you had scoliosis.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So is that the curvature of the spine?
I didn't either until I made a joke about my brother having it. And then, I went to the doctor's one time.
Does your brother actually have it?
Yeah. No, we both have it. But I thought he was just the only one, so I made a joke calling him a crooked back bitch. And then one day I went to the hospital, just get a regular checkup type shit. She was like, oh, you have scoliosis. I'm like, no. My brother has scoliosis. She's like, no, you do too. I was like, God damn, I'm a crooked back bitch also. We're just crooked back family. It's just... Now,
does that hinder you at all? I don't know much about scoliosis.
It's not necessarily a hindrance. It's more of an annoyance because it's not bad. Like my brother, his was bad at a point.
Does it cause pain or?
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes I wake up and my back hurt. Like my back to my hip, it's like on my left hand side. It's kind of weird, but stretching makes it feel better. Stretch every morning. Try to eat right.
Okay.
Take care of myself.
Okay. Now, when you first went on stage, the first minute was good.
Mm-hmm.
Next couple minutes were not as good.
The shit eating.
Go back the next day. How do you get in? Because I know once a lot of us start and it's a gradual, dip our toe in and then jump in. What was your process like?
Well, I was 20. I was just turned 20 around that time. So I was calling around to the mics and things because I was just searching where else could I do it other than the improv? Because the improv was it was once a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that for a little bit, and then I was calling around the mics and seeing if I can go. And they're like, no, you got to be 21. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. But then I'm a big guy. I'm not big, but I'm taller. So I was like, you know what? I can just tell them I'm 21. And so,
yeah.
Good black don't crack. I was gonna rock with that situation. Then I get there and Lorenzo De Silvio's there and he's younger than I am. And I'm like, oh, these bastards lie to me.
And he still looks like a little baby.
Yeah.
He still looks premature. I love Lorenzo.
Yeah, I do too. He definitely looks like an adolescent.
Lorenzo looks very young. Okay. Yeah, no, I've seen younger people like Elijah Groves. Yeah, I think he's 18 or 19.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
He's back in college now, but he was coming out. Shout out to his whole family because his mom would come and everything.
Yeah, he had a show out in New Canaan. It was dope. He put me on a show out there in New Canaan. Me and Brittany, and then a couple other people from different places. Ricky Smooth was there. That was a fun time.
You're not gonna bait me.
Yeah, I am.
You're not gonna bait me. So,
Ricky. Oh my gosh,
keep saying his name and throwing kisses out there. You're gonna get the worst candy man you ever seen.
Oh my.
You're not gonna want that mirror.
What's it called? One time we're in a group chat, right, Todd? We're in a group chat, and it's a group chat. It's a group chat.
Is it a group chat I'm in as well?
It was.
Oh God.
It was a group chat.
I feel like I know this story.
I think I said horrible things.
Oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was a terrible. It was started out as innocent, ripping because it was for the roast battle.
It was a roast group chat,
Yes.
so I go for the throat.
So everybody's just, they're hacking at each other. And Ricky decides to chime in, which was one of the worst decisions he could ever make. he really should have just sat this one on the sidelines and watched. But no, he jumps in. And now everybody's, they're going at Ricky, but one at another. And Ricky's he's a cool guy, but he's an easy target. He's an easy target. There's like 100 things you can think of within like a second when you look at Ricky. So everybody's they're going in, and Johnny's like, oh yeah, something. You look like you have HIV or something, right? And it's like we're like, damn, that's fucked. And then like it got even more fucked because he texts us back. He's like, yeah, I have that. So I'm like, whoa, no, Ricky, it was a joke. You could have, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. I deal with this shit every year. And I'm like, oh no, Ricky, stop. And he was just, little as that nobody gives a fuck. So everybody's just loading up more ammo for each thing that he's saying. And I put me and Trevor were trying our hardest, and that's how it's bad when Trevor Austin's trying to make everybody more PC.
Well, that's how I met Ricky. I'm doing a show with Janelle, Top of Tees.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Trevor Austin, and Sean Parker outside. Ricky comes up, introduces himself. Hey, Ricky Smooth, how you doing? Or oh, hey, Rick, how are you doing? I'm Johnny. Just got diagnosed with HIV, so I'm kind of dealing with that. Like, you don't lead out with that and then come in a roast chat and then assume you can say anything to me without me bringing that up.
Salutations, Shades, and welcome back to your one-stop shop for all things strange and unusual, Talking with Shadows, the conversation everyone has, but no one wants to admit to. Here with your host, Vic Whaley.
And Marcus D. Now come along with us as we explore the most obscure things our universe has to offer. We specialize in helping people make sense of the most bizarre phenomenon you'll ever come across. You'll get all the great topics such as UFOs, cryptids, and psychic phenomenon, but also some stories that are so spectacular they scare people to believe that they're true. Now take a seat and welcome to the One Candle Society. But always remember, keep believing.
Because we'll keep listening.
I didn't know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people didn't know. He could have let that, and even when you brought it up, he could have let it just be thought of.
Bro, he
as
didn't
a
have to
joke.
cop to it, like give us a date.
Yeah,
This.
he gave the rest of it. He was like, "Yep, I've been."
He
doing
gave like
this.
his sober date, but like this is my HIV date.
Got it. What's it called? September something 2016, and you're like, I'm like, Ricky, stop it. I had to post the GIF in there like the Ricky because it got bad.
Shout out to Ricky.
Yeah,
I
he's
got
a
no
great
issue
guy.
with Ricky. Great guy.
I don't know what happened, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to know, but yeah.
With
great guy.
what? With the HIV?
Yeah.
Well, there's only a couple of ways.
I mean, I know, but there's a couple ways. There's a couple ways that you can think
very
of.
extreme opposite ends of the spectrum.
We're gonna stop this part before I get canceled by saying some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I have nothing to do with these past statements.
Yeah. So you start going out to these mics. You're feeling it. When do you get booked on your first show? Do you remember that?
No, I do not. I don't remember, but like I know that like my first year doing it, I got more love than I got until like this year. It wasn't back until like this year, like late last year, did like people start showing me the same love that they showed when I first started. Because when I first started, it was like, oh, this new guy, and he's really fucking funny. And then when you're new, you can bring a shit ton of people because you're new, so everybody wants to be like, oh yeah, let's see what he's doing. So I had a lot of people use that aspect of it more than just me.
Oh, let's book him on a show because he's going to bring 30 people or whatever.
Yeah. But I was also, what was easy about it was that I was also funny. So it was like, okay, we can do that. He won't fuck up the show and still bring 30 motherfuckers. So, and then after, I got more accustomed, it slowed down a little bit. And then I started noticing, like, fuck it, let's throw my own,
Yes. Absolutely. Like I got that. Like I don't really produce much as far as stand-up shows right now. Got a lot going on, but like that was my thought too. About I don't know 8-9 months in, I was like, I could fucking
On my own.
I could do these myself.
Yeah, especially compared to some of the ones that are already, that people are throwing. Pretty shitty.
No shade at the scene in general, but there's a lot of incidents where you go to a comedy show and you look at it and it motivates you because you think, if this is what they're doing, I can do this too. It's not like when you go see a professional, you're like, damn, never be like that. You see, a lot of these cats out here like, oh, I could fucking do that.
I've seen people book shows and book their like friends, and then that show eats dick. And then you're like, oh, dude, your lineup was trash. You didn't have any diversity with the style of comedy. You don't have to have too much diversity with the people, but that helps also.
Yeah,
because it helps with, even if they're the same style, they have different perspectives. But
I feel like a common mistake a lot of us make early on booking is like just booking our friends, which is understandable. You want your people to get on. I wish I could have beat this into my head 2 years ago. That's not the way.
it's not.
It's not the way to have a good show, unless all your friends are fucking hilarious.
Which is good for me because I got Sam is like my best friend, Samantha Bailey, and then what's it called? Sean is my cousin, and also real close, and then Eric's there. So that's a nice solid 3. So like
I feel you. I run with a tight 4.
Yeah, tight 4. Yeah.
Cox Purse, O'Rourke.
Yeah, that's another.
That's a good show,
Yeah.
and it's diverse. It's diverse as fuck.
You guys are like the Celtics, and we're like
we're the Celtics.
Yeah,
Why I got to be the Celtics?
I mean, Celtics were a good team.
They were. I can't argue that.
It wasn't like I gave you the Knicks.
But I relate more to the Lakers.
But I'm
Bro,
a
check
Lakers
me out.
fan.
Check me out. Magic John Smith. Boom. Point guard for Spare Tire.
Izzy Bryant.
See, a very large point guard.
I'm probably point guard. So
Izzy Bryant.
Yeah, Izzy Bryant. That's what I'm saying, man.
Like Izzy Bird. Izzy McHale.
Nope.
Uh,
You're the Celtics. No.
Fuck it. I'll be Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, cool.
I'll be all over.
That's all right.
Call me the Worm. I thought about paying that. What's that service where you can get them to talk to you, like Vimeo or Cameo, where you can like pay a celebrity and they'll like do a shout out video for you or whatever. And there's different prices for different levels of celebrity. Thought about paying Dennis Rodman just to be like, hey, this is Dennis Rodman the Worm. You're listening to the Inquisitive Minds pod, and just putting that like before every episode started.
Yeah, that would be hard. I would do it. I would do it.
He's like when I checked, and it could be different now. He was like $900 though.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. It's high.
Yeah, but I could have got Dog the Bounty Hunter for like $220.
I don't even know who that is. Though.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No. Is that the white guy with the mullet?
He is the last savior for white people.
Is he?
And yes.
Oh man.
That is our only hope in this world.
I'm not white.
It's him.
So,
I'm talking about white people. I represent white people if I'm white, dude.
Yeah, but
it's either him or Joe Biden. I don't like our chances.
If Joe Biden is you guys' last hope, you guys are fucked.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Gas. Have you guys fucking seen Gas now? Now I hate that. That's
yeah.
just
I
the
drive for a living.
Part.
I know about Gas.
Yeah.
I drive for a fucking living.
This shit sucks. Like I swear to God, it was just like $1 or something. How the fuck? It was like right before he came in. It was like maybe like 2 something.
Yeah, I think it was around $2.40.
Yeah,
in
right
PA
before he came in. But like at one point, the shit was like $1. Like what? $35, $65, $7. You know what I mean? You remember when it did go down? It touched like $1 or something, dude. That was like damn. But that was like COVID time too. COVID helped it.
You know what? Driving during COVID was amazing.
Yes,
I loved it.
You could travel the world with that.
It was just me and the cops outside.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't bother me because they were like, oh, he's driving for Lyft.
Yeah. I didn't even have that. They just didn't bother you because I'll start coughing. I swear to God. I'll start coughing. I might poke myself in the eye real quick just so I can start, have a red eye, cry a little bit. And then I
you need help having a red eye, Izzy?
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
No. But no, I'll just act real like the outbreak monkey. Like,
so tell me about your classes.
They're pretty dope.
Where are they at?
Level Up Studios.
Level Up Studios.
That's in Lawrenceville, Greenville, Bloomfield type shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where the fuck I just said, but
Look up Level Up Studios.
yeah, just
guys.
look up Level Up Studios. That's how you find it. I think it's Bloomfield. I think so, but it's like on the borderline of like East Liberty.
And are
Bloomfield,
you
shit
and
like that.
Sam the only instructors?
Yes, but sometimes we have special guests come in, and they like they'll cover a different aspect, bring like a different thing to the table. Like we brought Jason Clark in from Arcade. He's the GM of Arcade,
Mm-hmm.
just to tell people, the students like what they're looking for, like out of comics that want to be, that they'll get booked or they'll schedule at the Arcade because that's like the second biggest club in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, that's what you ultimately kind of want to do is get inside of those bigger clubs like the Improv and things like that. I want to talk to the Improv GM, see if he can get in here, but the Improv GM, he's just,
Good luck.
yeah, he's okay. That's what I'm saying. He's okay. He's an okay guy. Sometimes, he gives like a cold shoulder type thing, but it's like, well, he might just be busy. But
Like I said, man, good luck.
yeah, Paul's different. His name is Paul. Everybody say hi to Paul. Tell Paul that I said good things about him.
Hey, Paul. The Inquisitive Minds likes you, and we're saying good things about you.
Yes. We're just eating dick right now, Paul. That's all it
So I want to dive deep though into your class here.
Okay. So the way I break it down, like, cause I do have like a kind of like a curriculum. It's not just like all bullshit or anything like that. We do have like exercises where we do bullshit, but it's we break it down into like character develop. It's 3 parts, but there's 2 like sides to 2 of the parts. Like for instance, Sam teaches like the improving crowd work type of part of the class. You know what I mean? Where those kind of things play hand in hand of just improving off the top of the dome and then crowd work, because both of them you have to kind of be quick on your feet with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her part of the class, and then mine's is like character development and stage presence, because now that's another part of the class. Like they're pretty close knitted, and then the just writing, because you have to write. No matter how good you are with off your head, eventually because some crowds really want structured jokes. They like to set it up and knock it down, set it up, knock it down. So writing also makes you a more polished comedian. You know what I mean? You can be like Sam. Sam's awesome. And she's awesome at every aspect of it, but she's awesome at improving and crowd work. That's her niche.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she can work off of. But what sometimes happens is some people, not saying Sam in particular, but some people when they're doing their improving or whatever, they can't do writing, So that improving thing.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Izzy. It just popped into my head. I'm sorry, guys. I try and be transparent. I've never heard you use such a calm, even-keeled voice. It's never. Every time I see Izzy, it's always some outlandish shit. But keep going. I'm sorry. It threw me for a loop as I'm sitting here listening to you.
Serious mode.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So for instance, like the character development and what's it called stage presence class is more of helping people find, because everybody has that character, that they're on there. Like when you describe your favorite comedian, you describe his characteristics. Like, oh, if somebody doesn't know, like, oh yeah, Chris Tucker, the tall, skinny black guy, has a high pitched voice. He you know what I mean, says man a lot, and so you'll describe that character. So having that character down packed is something that I feel like right now, like you said, I have an even kill voice. That's normally how I talk when I'm around other people. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm in the scene and things like that, and like when I'm doing business, yes, I'll give the serious, hey, how you doing? Real calm and stuff. But when I'm in the scene and stuff, because that's who my character is. That's who I go. It's not necessarily a fake version of me. It's just a more emphasized on certain characteristics of me. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to teach the students. Like, build that character to be true to you, but have that character something that people can pick out. Like, oh yeah, that guy, I like that guy because of this part of him, and I like the way you do that. And then the stage presence is just commanding the stage with it, like holding it down, making sure the crowd is attentive. You know what I'm saying? When while you talk, and how to basically try those things, because you really can't with stand up classes. My goal is basically to help, because you can't really necessarily teach stand up comedy. You're either funny or not funny, but you can teach like the mechanics pretty much. You can teach the mechanics, and then if a person listens, or they choose to listen, but ultimately you got to kind of like get out there. You got to kind of get out there, put the reps in. I'm just sharing the things that I found out over the past 5 years of doing like things that I noticed newer people don't do, like take the mic out the stand and put it behind
Let me do a seminar on fundamentals.
yeah,
I'm dead serious. I'd come in there, do a little hour-long presentation on fundamentals of stand-up.
We get 45 minutes. Like, we had Joey out there. Joey came in, and he did the networking part of it, like social media and stuff like that, showing people the importance of that. Like each special guest that we bring in, we'll definitely bring them in. We'll definitely bring you in if you want to come in for real.
My class would be making it work with what you have.
Podcast.
Yeah. But I was trying to making it work with what you have, and then I was going to say the art of still being fat while lacking the proper tools. And play on my teeth. That was fucked up. Do podcast. Yeah, whatever. Guys, I try and I leave all the fuck ups in the episodes.
Yeah.
Just to be transparent. Just to be like, look, if I want you to become like a fan of either me or my brand,
or what you're doing,
if I give you the authentic me, then you'll know what to expect.
Exactly. And that's kind of one of the aspects that I talk about with the character development thing. Transparency. For instance, I got a guy in their classes, Josh Rittner.
Yeah.
Josh Rittner and
Chris Scriva minus a foot.
Yeah, right. It just blew my mind a little bit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But so Josh grew up in more racist household, and kind of wanted to break away from now he has a black girlfriend and things like that. There's more to that story, obviously.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
But
first off, I didn't know that, and then actually put some pieces together of things I was
already thinking.
Yeah.
It's
that's interesting.
So just helping them build that character. What made you want to break away from the customs that you learned all your life? You know what I mean? Because that ultimately, to me, usually is the funniest shit. You can make up a joke that's funny because you know of the irony or the timing of it, but usually some real life shit is what really gets people, because it's like, yo, I felt that. You know what I mean?
It's like my dad was racist too.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Let me tell you what my racist dad said. And then it doesn't even have to be on just the white part of it, because black people have racist family members too. You can't really say, I don't know. There's a whole argument on that, but we're not gonna get into that. Just know that
some in the more woke communities would say it's impossible
to be
for a black person to be racist.
That's why I said I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah,
we're gonna whatever. That motherfucker is a little bit prejudiced.
Just
racist.
throwing my PC credits in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm gonna throw it in there too. But shut the fuck up. You know how racist that motherfucker is. I have a couple family members that will white motherfucker everything in this bitch, and they just every other second, and everything is a blaming towards them. And it's part of you as a black person want to be like, oh, okay, I understand because of heritage, but now other times it's like, no, you just met this guy, he said hi to you. Why are you angry at him? Motherfucker, keep talking to me. I'm like, well, I mean, that's kind of what humans do to communicate. But
all right, one more PC credit in here, because I don't need to explain this to you, but a lifetime of systematic oppression could cause people to react in a negative manner towards their oppressors. I wouldn't love my abuser either. But off of that, how often is your class? Once a week? Once a month? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's every Tuesday, and then so every Tuesday we go. It's from 5. No. It's from 5:30 to 7:30, and what's it called? We go in there, we do our thing. Sam does the improving, and character. No, she does the improving and damn it, I need to stop smoking before I come to these things. She does the improving and what's it called? what is it
Crowd
called?
work.
Crowd work. Yeah. Couldn't get it out my dome piece, but I got it out now. And you know that aspect is important too, because I notice a lot of comics can't do that, especially in the scene. They can't go off of their script. If they go off their script, it fucks them up. But there's going to be times where the script is just not working, and you have to choose either keep going with the script and hate your life afterwards, or switch it up, play with the crowd, see what's going on, interact with them, because as you interact with them, it becomes like it becomes more enjoyable for certain crowds. I know for black crowds, I like to crowd work as soon as I get in there. Like before, I won't even tell jokes until I get them, because like with black people, what I've noticed is that it's more of a shut up, show me you funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? No,
Prove
you
to
ain't
me you're funny. Yeah.
Let me see that you funny, nigga. Like, let me see something. Say something funny. You know what I'm saying? So from that point, you have to kind of like bullshit with them and let them know, like, oh yeah, I am funny. And then they'll be like, okay, this nigga funny. Let me see what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then and then now you can go into your jokes and say other things. You know what I mean? The script. They're more intuitive into listening to it, because at first, a lot of times they are not ready just to listen to just flat out jokes.
We've all been there. MC Auto Detailing is a home-based detailing company located in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. At MC Auto, we take care of all of your detailing needs, from a basic hand wash to a complete makeover of your vehicle. Busy schedule? MC Auto is also mobile. You can get your vehicle detailed in the comfort of your own home. With a 5-star rating on Google, we treat your vehicle as if it was our own. For a free quote and more information, contact MC Auto on Facebook and Instagram at MC Auto Detailing LLC, or call 724-462-4863. MC Auto Detailing. Who doesn't like a clean car? We've all been there. Done some rough rooms before. This is a real good time, though, to promo yourself real quick.
Okay.
Shout out your social medias, where they can find you if they're interested in the class, anything like that.
Okay. First, you can find me on Instagram, Snapchat. I'm not on Twitter, Facebook, all that. You can find me everywhere. Izzy for real. Just type in Izzy for real, and don't listen to people and find my regular page though, because that's for family and shit. So just type in Izzy, IZZY 4 and then REAL. Izzy for real. And then I have a grand opening, and I mean on the 15th, guys. I have my own building, where we can throw events. If you want to throw your own show like I was, I got a place for those type of people. Come throw your own show, do what you want to do. Just rent the venue out. Now it's
Good segue. Tell us more about this venue. You recently acquired this.
Yeah. So my goal was to bring things out to my side of town, because I'm from the Mon Valley region of Pittsburgh, which is just now coming to me that Pittsburghians don't consider it Pittsburgh, but I'm like, everything out there is technically Pittsburgh.
Two things. Did not know that you were from the Mon Valley.
You didn't?
No. But the second thing is, now everything makes complete fucking sense.
Oh, why is that?
You Mon Valley guys are something else.
Yeah, we're different. But we're different creatures.
I hate to sound like a real Pittsburgh guy, but them from the Mon Valley are a little different, huh?
And well, different and not, and things like that. I don't know how to talk. That's probably why we don't.
I don't like the Pittsburgh accent either.
Yeah, that's probably why we don't get that. I don't know, because when I hear it, it's so funny to me. Like Stooch, I love the way Stooch talks, because it's like 100% Pittsburgh. It's like Andy Stoochel.
Yeah.
You gotta hear how he talks. It's hilarious. But what's it called? No, yeah, Mon Valley region. Kennywood's out there, Sandcastle's out there, the waterfront's out there. Most of some of the better malls. Well, one of the better malls. One of the better
Which
malls.
mall?
Monroeville Mall was a very good mall.
Did you just say
shooting.
Was?
Yeah, they were shooting.
Okay. What about Century 3?
Century 3 also was.
Was.
It's gone now. I understand.
Rest in peace, Century 3.
Yeah, it's gone now. But
Rest in peace, anybody going to Monroeville Mall.
It doesn't matter. We go there. It's okay. It's only like
I guess
5
desperate
to 10
times,
minutes out.
man.
No.
Desperate times.
It's 10 minutes away.
You
guys,
see me in Monroeville Mall. Things have gone drastically wrong for me.
You know what?
Just walk up to me and check on me.
Yeah.
See how things are going.
You all right, Johnny? You're not gonna blow this bitch up, are you? Like, yeah, and then but still, Kennywood and Sandcastle. Say something about them. Kennywood and Sandcastle. That's,
Kennywood's expensive and overrated for what it is.
and everybody still comes.
And you know what? I drove to Cedar Point this year instead of going to Sandcastle, or instead of going to Kennywood. Much better decision. Kennywood sucks.
It doesn't matter. It's only Pittsburgh sucks altogether. But you know,
I mean, I don't. Pittsburgh, I love you.
I love Pittsburgh
but
as
Kennywood,
well. But, you know,
get your shit together.
Yeah, they do. And then like but Kennywood lost its attraction towards me for a long time ago.
Once they took out the log jammer, it was all downhill from there.
Yeah, but it was when you live by Kennywood and you can hear the screams from like your backyard type shit. Like, so you kind of get sick of Kennywood.
I got to make my own screams, but that's why I got in trouble before. So performance space, you said you have studio space in there as well?
Yeah. So like before we got sidetracked on the Mon Valley part of it, I wanted to bring something out to the Mon Valley, like art wise, because you come out there for those things, those attractions, but there's no. When I want to go do comedy or when I want to go do anything artistic, I have to go out to the city. So and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go downtown or, East Liberty or wherever else the mics are, Oakland and things like that, just to do stand up. And then there's a lot of people in the Mon Valley that just are funny. I think are like drop dead funny. If they got the mic and learn how to do it, would be extremely funny, like top dogs type thing. So just wanted to bring something out for people to do. And then so like the upstairs space is like a venue area. It's like we just built a stage. We just built a stage for people to perform on it.
Do you have a rough estimate of the room capacity?
You might be able to fit. It depends on how packed you want to get it in that bitch. Like you can get comfortably. I would say like 70 people.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's
like the upstairs stage at our arcade.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's a nice little comfortable like area. If you wanted to do it like that, if you want to jam pack people in there, because we're gonna do that. They're gonna have a Halloween party. Shout out to the college kids that we linked up with. We're having a Halloween party, and it's gonna pump. You know what I'm saying? And then downstairs is like a studio area where like I'm gonna open up for artists that like record music or podcasts and things like that.
Remind me after we get off air, because there's something I wanted to discuss with you about a musical project.
Let's do it.
But I want to talk with you about that later. But so this venue, are you gonna have like an open mic situation there as well?
I mean, I might.
Okay.
Because it's like a venue space and not a bar. Mm-hmm. It would probably be harder to do a mic there because
I'm assuming shows are BYOB.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, yeah.
You're not supposed to say the quote unquote. What if the feds is listening? They just bought Facebook.
No, they're watching. They seen your little monkey bow toys.
It's a monkey. He has his own. He has his own mind, and he does what he wants. I have nothing to do with this monkey. So
that type of venue, you have a recording space that will be available for usage as well.
Yes, so that's like in a downstairs area. There's a separate little door that you can go through, so you don't have to mess with events or things like that. You just go downstairs. Like it's like, and they're both. You don't have to go to the back of the building or anything like that. It's like studio doors like right here, and for people at home, it's like at a 45-degree angle from the front door. So. Just go down.
There you go. For our Audible listeners.
Yeah. I attend to everybody, baby.
So what's next for Izzy then?
Right now, just like trying to. All right. So first, I have to grab the bull that I'm on right now. Meaning, like I have to get a hold of everything that I'm doing right now and perfect it, and then get it running stably, and then from that point, just expanding. Expanding on to different areas. Like I have a contract with one of the bars that I throw shows at, the Trolley Stop. I do that every last Sunday of the month, which is pretty cool. I can put on my, my guys or anybody else in the scene. Just keep, rotating them, put them on, and then also tonight, guys, if you're listening, I don't know when this is gonna air.
It'll be out either tonight or tomorrow.
All right, well, you missed it. Yesterday today is a show at the Willow Station. Willow Station is where we throw that mic
over in Castle Shannon.
Yeah, where Joey throws the mic on Tuesdays. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. And then if hopefully if that goes well, I can start having, because that's on the second Tuesday, Sunday. I'll have that the last Sunday, that on the second Sunday, and then try to get a little other bars that I could do on the first and the third, and then I got a show every week of the month. You know what I mean? And that goes along with, now I have my venue that's booked, and I got people that's working with me right now that I interviewed and stuff, so that my venue is packed and making money and doing what it's doing. And then, the hardest part right now is maybe like the studio area, because
Preaching to the choir.
yeah, that might be the studio area. Studio area is a little bit harder because I can rap, believe me. Picture. Yeah. Wait. Oh, he was backwards. Had to take a picture with the monkey like we were together. You ever see guys like put the finger next to each other?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've heard you on some music before.
yeah, I got some bars.
And take this as a compliment.
Okay.
Because I think you're funny, but I think you're a better musician than you are a comic.
I heard that before. Somebody, I think it was Joey. Joey told me that. I got some bars, man. That's why I don't call myself a comic anymore. I'm an artist. I just do art because I feel like I can act as well.
You're moving more towards the realm of Izzy the Entertainer.
And I'm just, once I get my social media things going on, I feel like that'd be cool. But I really just needed the money because, like, there's a lot of stuff that you want to do in life, and then the number one thing that stops you is money.
Yeah,
I swear to
finance.
God.
Equipment, studio equipment, isn't cheap.
Yeah, no, not at all. So it was either that, it was either just, try to create a whole bunch of hustles at once or sell drugs. And I sold candy, and I seen how that turned out. I do not want to call my mom again and be like, hey, Mom, I was in possession of contraband again. And how the hell you get in trouble for selling candy again? No, Mom, this time it was crack.
Izzy's out here selling black market Viagra.
Yeah, man. Keep your dick for 9 hours safely. No.
Safely.
Yeah, safely. And then on the 9th hour, it explodes. I'm just, But for for those first 9 hours, you were just safely pounding the shits.
There we go. Another episode where we thoroughly talk about penises.
Penis.
Izzy, before we get out of here, I'm going to just ask you to promo yourself one more time for the people. Let them know where they can find you to see comedy, where they can rent your venue, where they can look you up online.
All right, so there's a couple things I'm going to plug real fast. Okay, so first off, plugs, Kind Heart Media, by the way.
Take your time. Just make sure you get it out clearly.
Okay, so plugs, Kind Heart Media. Kind Heart Media, they're my first sponsor, guys. Yeah, I got a sponsor. Everybody, is there a clap button? God damn it, Todd, hit a clap button. This makes me feel good about myself. Yeah, they're my first sponsor. It's a legal cannabis company. You know what I'm saying? So they produce cannabis things and talk about They got like a media platform that they talk about.
I've
cannabis.
mentioned this before. I'm trying to get some type of cannabis sponsor.
Dude, I just I did the little Pittsburgh Cannabis Festival yesterday. And
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, I was vending for it. I wanted to perform. And what's it called? They were like, "Oh yeah," because I just they just started sponsoring me literally like a month ago. So I didn't have enough time to be like, "Oh yeah, hurry up, put me in there." So, but they were like, "No, you can do a vending thing, and then where you can promote your product because I'm having like a Izzy for Real CBD line. It's not gonna be THC because we're still in PA where it's not legal, but it'll be CBD and all that other stuff that like Delta 8 and shit like that, which is pretty cool, Yeah.
Shout out to CBD and Delta 8. There's also some Delta 10 out there.
Yeah.
I'm a real big fan of Delta 9, but I understand.
Isn't Delta 9 THC?
Yes.
Okay. I know because I was reading up on some of this shit. My bad. My knees. I got long knees. But yeah, I was reading up on some of this shit. I'm like, oh, cool. So that's what this shit is called. And the thing, I got like a weed molecule, like the little molecule necklace or some shit like that from there. But yeah, I have shout out them. You look them up. You can see a lady named Carol Black. She's a dope lady.
Boom. Double meaning.
Yeah, bam. She's dope. And then I also have my venue. That's 812 McClure Street in Homestead, PA. So if you guys want to find how to book out there, find me, and it's on my sites. I don't know the website by heart because I have some people set that up because I know I'm not good at it. Yeah, just pay people set that up, and then also my classes. That's in Level Up Studios. That's out in Bloomfield, East Liberty area. Everything will be posted on my social media. So if you follow me on social media, I post it constantly. I post at certain times just so I can, keep a schedule because I hate my phone. I hate the internet and all that other crap. And then on top of that, what else is there? I have a huge dick, guys. I want to promote that.
Wow.
And just want to let everybody know, like, yeah, I got dickalicious everywhere. And
Oh, boy.
it makes me feel good about myself.
Izzy, this is the point in the episode, oh God, where I ask people for a piece of advice for the listeners. Doesn't have to be about entrepreneurship or stand-up. Please don't make it about your penis. But what advice would you give to the people out there listening?
I don't know. You gave me a car ball when you told me to take my penis out of it. I would say to continue to work. No matter what it is in life, whatever you want to obtain in life, whatever you want to be or want to get, you got to work for it. Depending on what type of amount of time or whatever that you have to put into work. Like a doctor goes to school for 8 years. You understand? Like, so that's 8 years of constantly waking up, taking exams and blah, blah, whoopty whoop. So they work. They have to get where they wanted to go, just to even be a beginner at being a doctor. They didn't even become a doctor yet and go through the trials and tribulations of actual being a doctor and making those mistakes and making those accomplishments. But just to get there, it took that 8 years. You know what I mean? So continue to work. The work pays off. Everybody wants things, so they want instant gratification. Don't look for instant gratification. Just keep pushing. It can help. Working for helps me go through like depression and all that. Because like if you're up and you're moving and you're doing what you have to do and you're doing something that you want to do in life, do what you want to do. Screw this. The world's gonna end anyway. But do what you want to do and work hard at it. Because if you do it, you can obtain it. You can get it, and there's nothing that really can stop you. So yeah, that would be my piece of advice. Just keep working. It can get you. A body at rest stays at rest. A body in motion stays in motion.
Wise words. Some of the best advice we've gotten in here in a while, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Well, Izzy, you guys heard it. He's got a lot going on. Only way from here is up. Still steadily growing, working, moving, and improving. He's got Scoot with him.
Scoot.
So hopefully that ends very soon. Other than that, man, thank you so much for coming on. Anything else you want to get out to the people? Anything you feel like they should know?
I have a boner right now, and I really want to show you guys, but I don't know if that's still on like a Louis C.K. type time. So I'm not. But just think about that.
I'm going to stand in solidarity and say that I am also rock hard because of Todd's new haircut. My producer, I walked in, immediately stood at attention, and it's been...
that might be what it is.
You could play fucking ring toss, Izzy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking. I'm like, his head looks like a penis. I have a penis. Boner. It's the same thing.
All right. Well, this episode ended as a shit show. But Izzy, again, genuinely thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, dude.
No, pleasure.
I've been wanting to be on this for a while. I was like, oh, man.
From talking to you and knowing you in a comedy world, it's just so fascinating to see you, and obviously you're talking about your dick, but like getting more serious answers out of you, and like your advice for people was much more sound than I was expecting.
Thanks.
It's sometimes hard to get like a straight answer out of you, but like no, thank you so much for being.
This is probably the most sober I've been in a while, though.
Well, that's your fault, sir.
Yeah, I know. I got a book bag. You don't see my headband, baby? It's not gonna be long.
Izzy, thank you.
I'm a king relapser.
Hold on. What do you mean? Like, are you trying to stay sober from marijuana and then you relapse?
Yeah, every day.
I'm a very sick man, Izzy. I'm a very sick man. I had to get my card. I need my medication every day. I can't miss it. Relapsing. That's like saying I'm relapsing on amoxicillin. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Well, amoxicillin just randomly is not good for you, but it helps.
Yeah.
Vitamin C. THC is vitamin C.
I'm gonna relapse on purpose, so I guess that's good.
All right, guys. Until next time, peace and love, y'all.
Peace.